The following is a non-profit Fandub. Cinderella Phenomenon is owned by DICESUKI.
Please support the official game by following their links placed in the description box below.
We hope you enjoy, dearies.
Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were two crystals. One was the Crystallum Lucius, protected by the ruler of the fairies. The other was the Crystallum Tenebrarum, which was watched over by the High Leader of the Witches. The Lucius was sustained by love, happiness, and joy. The Tenebrarum by fear, anger, and hatred. The fairies and the witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. They regulated the power of the crystals in order to maintain the balance between darkness and light. For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a time. Then one day, a traveling bard decided to write stories. Tales of the magic and the wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious, and true love was a usual reward. The fairy tale spread further than could have been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that the fairy tales were true, and that the magic of the witches was inherently wicked and cruel. The witches became hated and feared. Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The High Leader of the Witches, in all her anger, created the fairy tale curse. You think we are wicked? So be it. Just as you have taken our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. The witches used the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. The ruler of the fairies, the Lucius Bearer, sought to regain peace. But the witches were blinded by their hatred for the humans, who were responsible for the witch genocide. A terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, the Tenebrarum Bearer, the High Leader of the Witches, was finally defeated. The Tenebrarum was lost, peace was restored, and the light once again triumphed. But darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will inevitably return.
Lives in a monochrome world, working from the side through her lonely eyes. It reflects the ocean and stars, but her cry echoes around the simple loss of love in her heart, making this whole fairy tale alive. Within sorrow's tender embrace, this was never meant to happen. The day, the only reason you have to stay. Hear me sing my song and just keep holding on. Cinderella, why don't you stay with me tonight? We will dance until midnight comes and we could run away. Oh, we will never ever be apart. Set aside all your fears. fears, this magic lives inside our hearts. I am here, would you wanna stay with me tonight? Follow me, we will run across the bridge of fantasy. All the pain and sadness that you feel, believe in me, hold me close, don't ever let me go. Come and stay with me forever, magic lives so long as I am here.